All right, we got a question here about some people going swimming and swimming at different speeds. So we got two characters here. We've got our good friends Katerina and Carolina. And on their first swim, so I'm going to call it K1 and C1, both of them have 2 minutes and 6 seconds. So 2 minutes, 6 seconds. I'm just going to convert that to 126 seconds because it's annoying to have mixed measures in there. So the 2 minutes, 2 times 60 gets me the 120. Add the 6 more seconds. Okay, now Katerina, the time that Katerina takes to swim, each subsequent length is 5 seconds more than she took to swim the previous length. So Katerina is slowing down, getting tired. The second one is going to be 5 seconds more. The third one is going to be 5 seconds more than that, etc. The nth time that Katerina swims is going to be 126 plus 5 seconds more, n minus 1 times. Notice that I add 5 over and over, and the number of 5s that I add is 1 less than the term number. The second term has 1 5 added to the original value. The third term, I added 2 copies of 5. That means that on any given term, I'm adding 1 fewer copy of 5. That's why it's an n minus 1. Arithmetic sequence. We've done this before. All right, Carolina, however, changes geometrically. So she changes by 1.04 times. So what that means is that the second time would be 126 times 1.04. I can't do that in my head. The third time would be 1.06 times another copy of 1.04. That means it's 1.04 to the second power. Very similar to Katerina. Carolina goes 126 times 1.04 to the n minus 1. There's one fewer multiplication. All right, so asks us to say how much Carolina swam the third length. Already did that, 136 seconds. Asks us to calculate Carolina's to the third length. So let's actually get a number there. 126 times 1.04 squared, or you can just write it out twice. I wrote it out twice. 136.28. Okay, so to the nearest second, they swam the same time, 136, uh, which is 2 minutes and 16 seconds. But Carolina was a quarter second ish slower than Katerina. All right, now we're going to do Katerina and Carolina swimming a total of 10 lengths at the pool. Okay, show that Katerina completes the 10 lengths before Carolina. So this is not asking for how uh, fast they swim the 10th length. This is saying over all 10 lengths added together. So we need to realize that this is asking us to add up all 10 of the lengths. And so when we're doing this, we have our arithmetic sum because Katerina's is arithmetic. Katerina goes up by 5 seconds every time. So the sum here, so I'm going to write the sum for Carolina's 10 lengths is our arithmetic sequence, our arithmetic series formula. So it's 10 over 2 times her first length, 126, plus her 10th length. And her 10th length is going to be 126 plus 9 copies of 5. And then for the sum of Carolina, it's going to be the geometric pattern where we have 126, the common ratio of 1.04 to the 10th minus 1 over 1.04 minus 1. And we're going to compare those two values right there. So I'll just type it in exactly as I wrote it there. It could be simplified. I'm just going to type it in exactly how I wrote it. So this is the total for K, for Katerina, 1485. should be a nice whole number because we're just adding 5 every time. So this is the total number of seconds that it takes Katerina for 10 lengths. Carolina, on the other hand, is going to swim longer. We already knew that because her third length was longer, and then it's going to grow even faster from there. So Carolina's is 1512.77 seconds. If we look at a difference between those two, it's a difference of 27.77 seconds. And so that means that about 28 seconds difference between their total time. So not a huge difference, but Carolina is definitely swimming a bit slower. So let me know if you got any questions. Happy to help.